What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the No Cap High School Football Recap Show. Yours truly, Will. And the mayor in the house. What's going on, Mayor?
Not much, man. What's going on? What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. It's just like you ready to take care of some business, man. It's like you, I don't know, man. I got that vibe. I think it's going to be something today. I don't know, but I just got that vibe, man. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
some business to be handled.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get started off with this business first. Valley 40, Wagner 34, three overtimes. You dropped me with a little nugget that I wish I'd have known before because I wouldn't have picked Wagner, but good win for Valley. Three overtimes, so that had to be an exciting game right off the top, man. What you think about this? Valley getting that home victory.
Man, not just home victory, the first victory, man. That was a
Yeah.
major one. That was a major first victory. What more can you say? Congrats to the Valley.
Right. Is that the most points? I mean, I know it's the most points, but heck, I thought they was having a little trouble scoring. But I mean, 40, granted, like I said, three overtimes, but still, man, congratulations, Valley.
Yeah.
Let me see. Next up, Spencer County 38, Western Hills 0. Thank goodness you gave me that, that little nugget and say, hey, basically don't give up on them yet. They took care of business. I know Western Hill was undefeated. Spencer County protect home field, took care of business. Seemed like they must have beat them up. I mean, you got that goose egg on the on Western Hill. So Spencer County with the W. What you got?
I guess Spencer County was tired of playing, just showing up. I guess they finally put it all together for 4 quarters. And like you said, they got the goose egg, so nothing more to be said about that one. Good job,
All
Spencer.
right, impressive, big time. Uh oh. South Oldham Bullies 41, Anderson County 7. I was scoundering looking for some stats for this because I'm pretty sure our guy Hamilton took care of business like he's been taken care of. I mean, that's the reason why we call them South Oldham Bullies because they take care of business, and Anderson County was just in the way, bro.
Oh yeah, steamrolled. I'm pretty sure they ran up and down the field at their will.
Big time. That's all they do, man. They bully people, bulldoze, whatever you want to call it. A great win, South Oldham. We continue to go ahead and take care of business. Next up, Franklin County with the 50 piece. And you know what? This is spicy, right? This is hot. They got the 50 hot, 10 wedges, a gallon of pink lemonade. They took care of business, man. I mean, I guess they wasn't playing with that record that they had. I think it was undefeated, and they took care of business at Shelby County. What you got for this, man?
Man, I'm this one I'm a little shocked by because, like I said, I haven't seen both of them, but just knowing about what Shelby County has done,
Mm-hmm.
and not to see the end zone, man, Franklin County must have brought everybody on defense to play.
Goose egg, man. I mean, you know what? This is the theme, guys. I just want you guys to get ready for this. The theme is a lot of points were scored yesterday,
Oh yeah,
and it was a lot of teams that didn't score. So I mean, it was blowout. So I mean, ain't no way to put it. It was strictly blowout Friday, pretty much. Let's see. Next up, Cutaboli and Company. Blank Shiny 56 to 0. Cutaboli passed for 118 yards, 3 TDs, probably all in the first quarter. Brady Hansley, the star running back, has 63 yards, 3 TDs. Shinies was led by their quarterback, Jerome Henderson. He was 9 for 16, 53 yards. We kind of talked about this. We kind of felt this. It was, going to the Lions Den. We knew it was going to be some stats, but basically, it looked like they played probably just the first quarter, bro.
yeah, and you look like you want to say that. Oh wow, and you want to say you hope that Shawnee just got out of there with no injuries.
Right. You right. I hope so. Let me see. Let me get you together. Let me see if I can do something on this one. Let me see. Let's see.
Wow.
No, I can't. I don't know what that. There we go. Let
I
me
don't know
see.
what that is.
I don't know what they get. Like you got the blue. There you go. Like you got the blue blonic plague or something, brother. Like it's too.
Man, I
It's
had
too.
to.
It's too early for that, man. You need to calm it down over there. It is too early for that.
Nah, I'm over getting this soccer. I'm over getting
I
this
know
soccer
you
game,
are. I
man.
know you. I know you got to take care of business. So we go rock and roll. Speaking of take care of business, Seneca 42, North Bullitt 21. Seneca bounced back. Bounced back from Butler taking care of business. So Seneca with a big road win over North Bullitt 42-21.
I want to say Seneca must have didn't turn the ball over because again, I think that's what cost Seneca last week was turning the
Mm-hmm.
ball over. So they must have held on to the ball this week and got into the end zone. Good job, Seneca, man.
Yeah, big time. They took care of business. Way to go with that one. Let me see. Let's go through this real quick. Um, kind of disappointing right here. Lafayette, Lexington, 25, 502 more, 12. Lafayette, Nazir Andrews had a 25-yard pick six that really sealed the deal. They was led by DJ Walker for, he passed for 178 yards, a TD, rushed for 89 yards, a TD. Moore was led by Jarvis Wallace, 80 yards, a TD, also had 55 yards rushing. But he was picked off. I mean, he was intercepted twice. So, with you on the road, you can't do that. Lafayette first win in what, I think 19 games, 18, 19 games, like a couple of years, pretty much.
Oh, shit,
Woo!
they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I mean the video, they jumping, celebrating. I I don't think they watched the movie, and I don't think they got the bucket. I don't think they went to Burger King or none of that. There's no
No,
way.
they went back to Little Caesars, and like, as we told them not to do. And again, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Lafayette wasn't happy about beating the Moore. Lafayette was just happy about beating the Louisville school.
It was double whammy. It was double
Oh
whammy.
yeah,
It was Super Bowl, like you said, and this was it. Like, okay, we get to snap this streak, and it is against a Louisville team, and Big Truck and them is celebrating on the sidelines, probably with them. Ain't never been to the game, but was at that game probably.
yeah, they was at
Come
that game.
on.
Big Truck now, man. They were probably at every Louisville Lexington game that happened yesterday.
I think they might have been in a helicopter. They was just going back and
Oh, yeah.
forth, big time. Hey, great win for Lafayette. Moore back to the drawing board and hit that Burger King meal deal, please, without a doubt. KCD took care of business. LaRue County, 49-26. KCD is undefeated. LaRue was defeated. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. So, went on the road, took care of business. Can't wait to see what's going on with the highlights and stats with this one because I'm pretty sure our guys took care of business, man.
Oh yeah. And like you said, with this score, I'm gonna say they probably got this over with quickly.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of them games where they got that over with quick. Let's jump under the buck. Let's get in, get out.
Right, right. And probably Lou probably got some late touchdowns to try to make it look decent. But great win, KCD. Let's see. Trimble County 24, Iroquois 6. This score really tells me a lot about Trimble County in a reverse way.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, this was at Trimble County. This was not at Iroquois. Trimble County going into the game. Let me see what they were with that one. They was 2-3. They 3-3 now. They 500. I don't know. Maybe if Iroquois had a couple of dudes, they probably won this game. It seemed like. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
guessing.
yeah. At least they found the end zone. Let's just say that much.
Yeah. I mean, baby steps, right? Baby steps.
Yep.
Well, baby steps keep going out the door. Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of baby steps, somebody's trying to turn the corner. We talked about this on our preview show. Ferdale 47, Frankfurt 8. It was time to turn it around, do what we got to do. So you got to stack them, right? You got to stack them, and they took care of business against Frankfurt, beat down 47-8.
Man, what I'm realizing now, these next couple of scores is probably gonna be the no cap recap Black Forces edition. 'Cause for real, that's what we should have called it, the Black Forces edition, because everybody seemed like had on their Black Forces,
Yeah.
except for maybe a couple teams. But
Right.
All these victories, they went in there with black forces on, black force cleats,
Right.
and got victories.
Took care of business
Oh yeah.
in a great way. Congratulations, Faraday. Way to bounce back and take care of business. Speaking of black forces, WEB DuBois 18, Fort Knox 12. They traveled to Fort Knox and got the very first victory, right? In school
Yeah,
history, varsity level.
well, varsity. Let's just
Varsity.
say
Varsity.
varsity level.
Yeah,
'Cause I
varsity
know they won a
level.
couple of games on the JV level,
Yeah,
so
we
yeah,
we
on the
don't
varsity
count
level.
them. We don't count them on this show. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
big time. Congratulations, Coach Durant, on this victory. I mean, it speaks a lot. You guys have, had some injuries. Getting the guys out there taking care of business, building culture. We talk about it week in, week out about basically, growing the culture. You know what I'm saying? Taking steps. And hey, man, congratulations. We know you are working hard. We know your players are working hard. Celebrate this win and congratulations, many more. What you got, Mayor?
oh yeah. This is the fruits of their labor, man. Like you said, the hard work they've been putting in from the summer to now has just been phenomenal. So, you done seen the baby steps as each game, they done took the baby steps as far as how many points they've scored or how many points they have given up. So again, they're trusting. Everybody says it's cliche, trust the process, but they're really trusting the process out there.
Yeah, yeah. And congratulations, guys. You guys deserve it big time. Speaking of the process, team was what didn't have no wins last year. J Town 50, Doss 20. J Town is taking care of business. Caden Ruff and Company is doing it, man. I mean, they taking care of business. They undefeated. They're 6-0 now. This impressive, man, what Coach Ellison is doing. So congratulations, J Town. What you got, buddy?
Man, they a 50 piece,
Yeah.
a 50 piece. So that means shit, they had off nah 50 piece. They won by 30. They had to break that up 25 and 25.
So they split it.
25 regular. Yeah. It was 25 regular, 25 spicy.
Right. I think and they gave up 20, so I think they probably only had about 5 wedges. Uh,
Nah. They gave up 20. That's because they watered down the pink lemonade.
well, you can't go back. Which spot was that?
I don't know, but they did. They had the water themselves. And I ain't gonna put it on the spot. They just added the water themselves.
Okay. A little bit
You
too.
know how you take it. You know how you take it first drink. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
nice, too sugary. Yeah, they added the water
yeah.
themselves.
Let me go ahead and dilute this a little bit. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
hey, I'll tell you what ain't dilute, and that's the J Town Chargers. Congratulations, 50-20, big
and
time.
they're
Go
six and
ahead.
zero.
Yep.
And they're 6-0,
Yeah.
and that's.
Re-
I don't think they've ever been 6-0.
reverse. They reversed the curse, man. Hey, congratulations. Speaking of another team who didn't have any wins last year, D-Sales 47, Western 8. They're 4-2 on the season, and they got a tilt with J-Town coming up. So, hey, congratulations, D-Sale, Coach Jackson, taking care of business, man. What you got?
Man, this wasn't a. This was a KFC. They went to KFC for that chicken. They didn't go to Indy's. They went to
they,
KFC.
they didn't go to our guy where your
Nah, they went
sandwiches
to.
at?
Nah. They went to KFC.
Okay.
47. That
Okay.
was KFC. That was
I
KFC.
just thought they might have went down the street.
Nah, they went to KFC, boss. 47 points.
The
They went to
the
KFC.
the Cosinator.
Nah, mm-mm. They eat
What
that. The shit. They scoring 60.
I was going to say, what do you got to how many points you got to score to say that you ate the Cosinator? How many?
60.
60.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Cool,
You
cool.
you getting 60p.
All right, so hey, if some team scores 60, we know what you ate. Big time. That's all I got to say. Congratulations, these sales for taking care of business. Big time. Hey, look who's on the winning column at Central Hardin. Central 26, Central Hardin 17. With this get Central rocking and rolling. They have had a tough schedule, without a doubt. Well coached team. Got probably one of the best, if not the best, running back in the state. On the road, way to go, Central Cortez Stones and company. Take care of business, man.
I think this is the game that gets Central rolling. Me personally,
Okay.
because again, you went out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
You beat a good Central Hardin team at Central Hardin. And
Mm-hmm.
that's likely never done. And for them to win 26-17, that means they actually won
40.
by a couple more.
40. That's two
Yeah,
touchdowns taken away. So probably
yeah.
was 40. The score really probably is 40-9.
Oh yeah, easy.
Congratulations.
Because you better believe one of them touchdowns, one of them long runs was called back for holding.
I'm going to say two, brother. I'm going to say two. I bet you if we looked at the tape, a phantom flag was thrown out from the stands and, hey, bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Oh yeah.
Hey, congratulations. And I'm with you, though, Mayor. I'm thinking pretty much that this is going to springboard them to go ahead and take care of business. Okay. Give us the deal. Butler 34, Southern 7. What was your thoughts on this game, my
Took it on
brother?
10, man. They took it on 10. Butler was able to do some things that, that we really didn't see on film. And they capitalized when they had to.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I guess they went over the wings. They said the hell with Penn Station. They went over the wing stop. What's that? Little chicken spot?
Wing station.
Yeah, they went to wing station.
Yeah, they got the Butler box. The Butler box. Yeah, they took care of that business on that. Hey, Butler's rolling, man. They got 2 wins, and we all know that they started out kind of bad. We all know that now that, they couldn't even score. They barely got 6 points. Then they had that 12. Then they had, I forgot how many points they had Seneca last week. Then this point. So Butler's is finding their groove, got a new coach, doing what they got to do. I'm pretty sure Southern will go ahead and bounce back. What they have to do. Who you guys got coming up this week?
I want to say Frankfurt.
Okay.
So it's good. Trust me, it's go. You ain't blowing up. You're not really blowing up everything like everybody's been doing, but it's fixing and tweaking some things. But it ain't no blow up. It's gonna be some fixing and tweaking.
Okay. Well, go ahead and tweak so we can get a Cosinator or something. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Speaking of doing what you got to do, they've been doing it since they lost to PRP. Bullitt East 48, N.Hardin 30. Knew this was going to be a lot of points. We knew that N.Hardin pretty much got one player, and Bullitt East got a quarterback that's doing his Egan impersonation to a T. I'm not shocked on this one. What you got, Mayor?
Not really shocked, man. Again, they've done what they had to do. When you're playing teams like N.Hardin with a star player that they're trying to feature, you can't let he's going to get his. So the goal is to stop everybody else from getting theirs.
Right.
Because remember we looked at the 6A receiving, and I want to say they had 3 cats in the top 20 as far as reception yards and touchdowns, receptions.
Right.
So they probably they took the Mr. Boykins kid, let him get his, and then the other 2, you're not going to get us.
Right. And then how many of them playing defense? Now you got to stop. Their quarterback and running game and all this kind of stuff. So, hey, Bullitt East is doing what Bullitt East did. To be honest, I don't think they're going to be tested until they probably got to come to the Maxwell Field, Bullitt East.
Yeah.
So,
it's probably gonna be a different taste at Maxwell Field, considering that they beat you by 1 or 2 last year.
Oh, Nelly. Yeah, and I can't wait for that one. Speaking of I can't wait, our guy who we talked about before, Grayson County 34, Bullitt Central 7. Caden Hanshaw had 21 carries, 104 yards, 3 TDs, 4 tackles, and an interception. All in a day's work. He's been doing this all season. Great win for Grayson County. They just stack it, man. That's all they're doing.
This probably was first quarter. Those seem like first quarter stats. He got in and got out. For real. Let me go on in here and do what I need to do and get out the game so I can chill and cheer my youngsters on.
Right.
So I can get ready for next week. Let
me go ahead and rest. Let's let me get this 100 real quick in this first quarter. And then also I'm gonna get this pick, right? So okay, I'm done. All right, Coach. What they say?
Yeah.
Sub me out, Coach. Yeah, I'm out of here. Speaking of
youngsters, let the youngsters play.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think they listened to the speech in the show. Ballard 42, Tates Creek 6. You cannot lose to 2 Lexington teams, and they did not. And Journey took care of business. He rushed for 190 yards, 2 TDs. Damari Eatland, 5 carries, 111 yards, 2 TDs. Larry Irvin, the quarterback, passed for 161 yards and a TD. Ballard had a 306 yards on the ground. Tates Creek was led by Andrew Whittington, 192 yards, 1 TD. Get this. Tates Creek rushed for minus 30. Minus 30. Ballard, Mikael Clack had 4 sacks. Ballard did what they wanted to do in this game, my brother. What you think about the alma mater?
Hold on. What I think about it, man, they put on them black forces and went and got some that gas station chicken. Yeah, they went and got the gas station chicken on this one.
That hits different.
Oh yeah, because you got that's to me at the Indies, you got gas station chicken, and you go to the right gas station, fresh out that grease. Oh yeah.
It just brings back memories of the little ladies in the marathon on Chamberlain, off of Chamberlain Road and all that kind of stuff, man. Just doing that kind of, oh my gosh, yes, sir. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
The breakfast,
It wasn't quite it wasn't quite Indies because they didn't get the 50 piece, but
yeah,
because they scored 40, and they did their thing. That's gas station chicken food right there. That's gas station chicken. And like I said, they probably wore the black forces and listened to me. So congrats to that young man Journey, man, because again, he's showing game in, game out, he can carry the load. 190 yards. So
190 yards, 306 as a team. You're talking about this punking people out. And that's what they did. So congratulations.
Who told them put on? Now remember, let's go to who told them put on them black forces.
You told them to do that. But I'll tell you what. I know I told them you can't lose again to Lexington.
Oh yeah.
You can't. I mean, come on, man.
You definitely told them that.
At least hey, thank goodness they didn't lose because at least we got one win out of that. That's all I got to say.
Right.
One. Goodness. Congratulations, Ballard. Way to get back and rocking and rolling. I think they're down there 4-2. Head into a bye week before they face Trinity. So, yeah, that's going to be a good one. Hey, Big A, just keep on doing Big A's, doing things. Atherton 34, Oldham County 24. We kind of knew that we didn't think that Oldham County could keep up with Atherton, especially if Atherton gets out and rocking and rolling with all those athletes. And that's what happened, man. I mean, Big A just solidly just doing things that they do. Now they're 5-1. Oldham County drops to 2-4.
Man, what has Atherton ever been 5-1? Like I know everything is on J-Town, being 6-0, but Atherton's being 5-1. That's amazing to me.
And lost a lot of good talent last year. Yeah. So this ain't like they back.
Yeah, this ain't the same team from last year neither.
No,
they're playing some young guys that have grown up fast, and they're playing,
impressive. You hit on the head. Nobody's talking about it because you got DeSales 4-2, who was 0-11. You got J-Town 6-0. You know what I'm saying, and deservedly so. But Atherton, man, 5-1, impressive, and going to these places and beating them.
But to me, also too, this speaks of what their coaching staff over there. This is, even though they're 5-1, just winning in general has been brought into their culture.
Big time, and that's all we do. That's all the love they get because I still ain't got my Big A gear. So I'm not, and when you do go see my cousin, you tell him how I feel about it.
Say no more.
Okay, all right.
Atherton, you've been put on the clock and noticed for that gear.
So that means how on Twitter/X you have only so many that you can type, character letters and stuff. We have reached that with Atherton.
Gotcha.
Okay. Scott County 56, Collins 26. On this one, we got Ellis Hughley rushed for 92 yards, a TD. The defense scored a prayer touchdown. Speaking of that, Timmy Imago, will say that, pick 6 and a fumble recovery by Christian Rodriguez. Collins was led by, of course, our guy, Cade Gooden, 17 for 29, 233 yards, 2 TDs. Michael Scram had 8 catches, 138 yards, and 2 TDs. This right here was Yeah, this is a 50 piece, big time.
Oh yeah, they just snuck somebody to Indies. They snuck somebody in. They snuck somebody into the city before that game because it was a home game for Scott County. So shit, they had enough time to send somebody to Louisville, go to Indies and get that 50 piece. And this game right here, they had all spicy. This was all spicy
No,
game for Scott County.
this is spicy. Everything's spicy. Everything was deep fried, spicy. Noses running, all kinds of stuff. Them kids was playing with nose running and bubbles was coming out of their mouth and gas was flying everywhere, and they took care of business.
And they put hot sauce on the wedges. The hell with some kids. They put hot sauce on the wedges.
And we ain't talking about the hot sauce at the grocery store because we know how Indies bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, congratulations, Scott County. Hey, that's all we got to say. 50 piece large, baby. You took care of it. Let me see. Speaking of taking care of it, our guy, Earl Brock, North Oldham 21, Henry County 14. And it's not like it's 50-30 or nothing. This was a game. This was a hey, let me punch you in your mouth and let's go. This is a physical game right here, man. And congratulations, North Oldham 21, Henry County 14. Henry County was actually some people thought we might have been favored with that. They was undefeated, I think. And North Oldham said, not at the pool. Not at the pool. No skinny dipping at the pool.
No skinny dipping. I'm gonna tell you what happened with this. Brock, I think North Oldham needed a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
A close game that came down to the final seconds.
Right.
Because all their games and the wins, I think it was blowouts.
Right.
At least 2 touchdowns.
Right.
And then the losses, so they needed a close, grinded out type game. And I'm pretty sure Eric Brock still let it fly.
Of course. Of course. You can't have Jace, the quarterback, who's got what 1,400 whatever yardage. He's got a whole bunch of TDs. You know you're gonna let him throw it. And I know I saw where he had at least 1 or 2. So hey, congratulations, North Oldham, man. Eric Brock is doing what he got to do now. Because of the nature of the last 3, we're down to the last 3 games. I'm not going to be selfish and save this one. Let's go ahead and do this now. Male 43, PRP 8. I kind of knew it. I knew this was going to happen at Maxwell Field. We got Antonio, who decided to want to hit us up late after the show, and he was texting and then all this kind of stuff like that. You know, I would say this, and you and I have talked about this a lot of times. PRP has a lot of talent on the team, on the school. Been having some talent. They had some of the biggest linemen I've ever seen in my life. So I don't know. It's like you have to find what works for you, your niche. I understand Santana's gone, but you don't build it just around one player, especially with all that talent they have. That being said, you cannot have 3 fumbles and go for it like on 4th down in your in the opponent's territory or your own territory, 3 times and don't get it. This was almost like a walkthrough. Male was just to do anything they wanted to, and they did. And it's kind of sad because, like I said, I see the talent. I just don't know what's really going on with that. But Male dominated big time. Male had, let me see, they got 308 yards of total offense. PRP had only 143, and a lot of that came on a long pass play and then a run play, like 2 plays pretty much. They couldn't get going, man. I mean, it's not even worth for me even. It's so bad. I don't even need to do stats, man. I saw it with my own eyes. It was a team that was oiled condition machine that's like, hey, we're gearing for bigger and better things, and then you have another team that's willing, that doesn't have an identity.
Man, I'm gonna say this. Coming from Mel, right? Coming out, just Mel's behind us. Come out of Mel, make a right. Go through that light, and you make a right at that little gas station right there. I don't know the name of the gas station, but it's right across the street from Circle K. You got the Enterprise, the Circle K, and that little gas station.
Right.
Man, Mel done went over in there and got the chicken fresh out the grease. We don't want the chicken. We don't want the chicken that's already there. We want the chicken out the grease.
I don't think so, man. You know why I'm gonna say I don't think so? Because it was just methodical. It was like when I say like a walkthrough on Thursday that y'all have, it was like a walkthrough. So I'm gonna say I think they just had some some grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A because it was just. I mean, it's
The
good.
Chick-fil-A. No, no,
It's
no. They
good.
went to
It's
Pat
good.
Pass. They went to Pat Pass then because Chick-fil-A too far. They went to Pat Pass.
No, they had this delivered, man. You
Ah, I
know
forgot. Yeah, my
the
bad.
bulldog
Yeah.
way. The bulldog way. I think a helicopter dropped off these sandwiches and these. And guess who delivered the drinks?
Probably the principal.
No, Antonio Love.
Oh. He- Dang. Did he get him? Did he get him the secret ginger ale that we still waiting on?
No, he didn't have that, man. He didn't have that. He had everything else, but he didn't have that. He had
Oh,
everything else. Yeah, you know how that goes. Thank you, thank you, Mr. Love. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. This next game right here, Cal 54. Love it. That's my number. Man, you're 36, and it really wasn't this close. I think it was like 41-17 at one time. Manuel, they played without, of course, Zeke is still hurt, and Mr. Trainer didn't play. They had 6 starters out for Manuel. They said they had a great week of practice. They thought they was going to be ready for this, but Cal was just laying in the bushes. And running game showed up. You never heard of this name. Jeffrey Vazana had 137 yards total offense, and I think he ended up with I think it is like total of like either, I want to say 2 scores on rushing and another receiving or something like that. Never heard of him. We never called his name. We never talked about him, but they had a running game against Manuel, and of course, Mr. Cole Hodge, say that 3 times real fast, had 363 yards and 5 TDs.
man, I'm gonna tell you what this is, man. Offensive coordinator Keith Tobridge went to 10th Street.
Uh-oh.
Offensive line coach Jason Hilliard went to 3rd Street.
Uh-oh.
And they let their powers combine. One of them got a mixie. One of them got a mix 25. The other one got a mix 25.
Somebody had a kill. Somebody had a kill meal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They went to, Jason went over to 3rd Street Indies and got that skill from over there.
Right.
And then they both boned the pink lemonade.
Hey, you know
All
what?
sugar.
All I got to say, in the first half, somebody must have sent Chris Redmond to Kings because 41
Yeah,
41 to 17 at halftime.
they went to all the spots. They went to Indies on Broadway, Kings on Broadway, and then on the 3rd Street Indies.
Hey, took care of business, man. All I got to say is Cal wasn't playing. You got us once, LCA. Now we got the big boys who everybody thinks, hey, we're going to go ahead and smack them in the mouth. And they did, man. They did. I mean.
And granted, man, you was down some players, but you play who's on your schedule.
Right. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Congratulations, Cal. Congratulations taking care of business. Last but not least, we have a Trinity sighting. We've been saying we've been missing Trinity for some years, but Trinity came out and played against a rival, 45-10. I don't even think it was this close, really. Freshman, hey, let me just put it this way. Freshman quarterback was 19 for 29, talking about quarterback Johnson, 249 yards, 4 TDs. Mr. Lynn had 10 catches for 162 yards. I mean, you got to know he's going to him. Clint Sansbury, the running back, had 126 yards, 2 TDs. Trinity gained 509 yards, including 257 on the ground. Mr. Trevor Havel was 11 for 22. 11 for 22, 126 yards, and a rushing TD. They dominated St. X.
I remember St. X jumping in your DMs talking about their defense. Granted, I didn't see this coming, but they gave up 500 yards. And shout out to the freshman, man. Shout out to Mr. Johnson. Didn't see this one coming. I guess he wasn't phased by nothing that St. X threw at his way.
No.
Now that I know who his pops is, a coach, that I'm pretty sure his dad been in the film room with him.
Oh yeah, big time.
I'm pretty sure.
Big time.
But St. X, y'all was in the men's DM hollering about y'all defense. And defense got caught up last night.
Hold on. 2 straight weeks.
Oh yeah.
We can't let them slide 2 straight weeks. It's been carved up. And this hurts even more because this is the rival, right? And like you said, hey man, let's put it this way: Saint X and Trinity, especially Trinity, they play one of the toughest schedules. You know, they already played Frederick Douglass. They already played, I think Indiana team. They done played Ohio team. They done played Mayo. So this was like whatever you thought we done seen. We done seen athletes, right? We done seen top athletes already. And they was prepared and they smacked St. X in the mouth. I don't know. Maybe St. X got some injuries, but injuries are part of the game. As you know, and I know, I'm not saying making no excuse because, like I said, I saw something. I said that Russian defense is not like that. And I know you recall. I know you recall me saying that because I saw what Mel did, and they did it not even the full throttle. So what happened? That team from Elder, whatever, Ohio, came and did whatever they wanted to rush the quarterback. You and I know they only had one guy, and he did it. Trinity said, "Oh, so you having problems with the run? Come on, Sainsbury, and we're gonna pass on you. 507 yards. Hey, you talking about blowing something up? I think somebody need to blow something up. I'm just saying because Saint X plays, Trinity plays Ballard and Saint X plays Manual in 2 weeks.
We'll get on that third. We'll get on that third, you know.
No,
oh yeah.
But it's in 2 weeks, so I'm just saying. So it is what it is, man. Who's your team? Who's your team? Because I think we're gonna have the same team of the week. So who's your team of the week?
My team of the week is DuBois.
Perfect. That's what I said. I knew you was going that way because I'm going that way. Hey, Coach Durant, you guys, anytime you get that first varsity victory in program history, you deserved it. Way to go, without a doubt. So proud of you guys. Hey, y'all know what we do. Thank you for watching the No Cap High School Football Recap Show. Yours truly, Will.
The Black Force Edition.
And the mayor, bring it like we do. Antonio!
We're the No Cap Recap Black Force Edition.
Big time. Peace out, guys.